Who's your partner, Arvind?
Roban.
Sandeep. Prem. Akho.
One of you has to drive in this terrain here. Try not to spill any water.
Kerwa Dam, the hub of adventure sport, only 20 kilometers from the heart of beautiful Bhopal. A huge vast lake surrounded by the Rathapani Wildlife Sanctuary. As adventure sports enthusiasts sweat it out here. In today's task, contestants will be judged on their physical strength. It is not only a race against time, but also a race against themselves. Is it their physical strength that gives up first, or their spirit? Will Arvind be able to pull through for his team, the Midnight Thrillers? Is Farah fit enough to brave through this physical task and live up to the name of the Flaming Rockets? All this and more on today's episode.
Good morning, contestants.
Good morning.
Kerwa Dam, what a beautiful place to come to on a nice, slightly cool winter's morning to soak in the sun and have a nice time here. Last time I tested you on your balance. Now it's time to stretch out those muscles and make sure that you're physically capable of completing this adventure. Today's task is designed to find out just that for you. Like I said, the last time we balanced and we found out how good or bad you are at balancing. And depending on how you did in the last task, some of you will get a heads up in terms of time, and the ones that didn't do well will fall behind and will start at the end. Remember, we are going to take you on different counts and different variables. Not just the time that you take to complete your tasks, also how well you do it. Make sure that you do not cause any harm to the nature around you and also the people that you will find while crossing the road. We will be judging you and watching you on every different parameter. The health of your car is equally important. We start with the first team.
The Midnight Thrillers were the best in the fishbowl task. Probal, a pro in handling SUVs, was very careful while driving on the uneven terrain. They spilled a minimum amount of water and get a head start over the other teams. The White Knights are the second team to get a head start. Sandeep, a calm and composed driver. His experience with automatic cars came in handy here, and they stood second. The Java Explorers. These boys with few words. Though the fishbowl was quite heavy for Tushar, he, however, managed to hold on to it for all of the 500 meters without spilling much. A well-built Akul decided to hold the heavy fishbowl. Farah took over the wheels. Both were doing just right till the time that they hit a bump and, of course, spilled some water. Lightning Challengers. Both totally unknown to automatic SUVs, Prem and Anushka struggled, but still managed to drive and take the task in their stride. They are the fifth team to leave. Sapphire Surfers. Penalized for conducting the task at a much slower pace than they should have, they were the last team to leave.
The Midnight Thrillers. These are your keys, gentlemen. Your time starts now.
As the teams leave on their XC60s from the starting line, they drive through patches of tar road, gravel, narrow bridges, jungle, and some sharp bends. The teams will reach the entry point of the Kerwa Dam, wherein they will find a glass box with the first clue in it.
Having a head start is always wonderful because it always gives you the feeling that what you are going to do, this gives me a feeling that I'm actually leading a contingent.
The next team on our list are the White Knights. Go, go!
I feel she's perfectly in sync with the car, and the amount of pressure put on the pedals are also quite balanced. The stopping or the movement of the car, it's all quite balanced. There's no jerk, absolutely.
And the team that came third in that test, the Java Explorers, you're up next. Your time starts now. Go! Flaming Rockets. Farah, you look nice and excited. And Uncle, you look nice and cool. You need to combine those both and take off in your car now. Anushka and Prem, your time starts now.
So Keith gave us a go. It was a time-bound task. Time was of the essence. So we rushed towards our task. It was first to get to the point where the dam starts.
Chirag and Sakshi, it's time to make up lost ground and time to move on and catch up with the leaders.
Today we're going to focus and get back some of the time that we lost yesterday. That's all. That's our plan today.
We were rushing to the dam. There was off-road, there was mud, there was water spots over there and everything. The car was so stable. I mean, you won't feel the jerks inside at all.
Check the clue, and then we'll have a feeler as to what it seems to be like.
I think also we need to leave faster because when we reach there faster, there will be another guy who will be there
Yeah,
timing us.
timing us.
Yeah.
The cars are very nice. They feel very good while driving. The power of the car is very good.
You had a good road ride. Now you have a boat ride ahead. Paddle your way to the floating boat. Grab your ribbons, keep them close. A river then awaits. Lucky you can inky pinky pong, rope it, walk it, monkey crawl it. Just make sure you have the ribbons along.
You just have to take care of the ribbons
Yeah?
till the end.
Yeah.
Once the team gets their clue, they then need to paddle across to the platform, pick up their ribbon, paddle back, and then reach the river crossing point.
The first clue was that we had to cross a river or something and then get to an island and take the ribbon. It was written you will paddle it. So we were thinking definitely we are going to get the pedal boat. We rushed there and there was actually pedal boats lying for us. We took boats and we started paddling.
Rope walk it or monkey crawl it, just make sure you have the ribbons along.
As soon as we started paddling, initially it was good because, we were excited. But slowly, when we were in the middle of the river, it started getting a little bit tougher as we were not used to all those things.
When we reached there to the boating point, we could see the other team, just got into the boat and they were almost halfway through the ribbon.
Coming back was really difficult because again we were exhausted. But then we were back with the ribbon.
20 years back, I did something. We had to go through a lot of physical training in the Air Force Academy, but 20 years down the line, it feels exciting to do a lot of physical activity, and as a team, I think we are doing well.
After the boat ride, contestants have to cross a stream. Here they will be given an option. They will either have to walk on the rope or monkey crawl. Whichever method they choose, time is of the essence, and they need to keep that in mind.
It was really difficult. Yes, I do not have a practice of cycling. It has been somewhere around 5 years that I don't cycle, and suddenly today I was asked to paddle it. It was really, really exhausting.
The terrain was a bit different and a bit tough.
Oh yeah, don't worry, chill. On my bajai itna. Shanti ko, drive eco-friendly.
Suddenly, steep cuts and sharper cuts. Like, I lost my way on the road.
Calm down. Are you okay? Farah, don't push that. Unlock. Oh shit!
While negotiating through a sharp bend, Akul couldn't judge the curve on the road. He lost control of his car. In no time, the production team came into action. Akul and Farah were taken to the hospital and given medical attention. They, of course, came out unhurt but shaken.
And I was like, we have to go straight. And then I realized कि straight तो नीचे ही जाएंगे हम सीधा. And then I took a right and then hit the divider. and because hitting the divider and नीचे कुछ था नहीं, it got toppled up. Thankfully, it was a Volvo. Our lives were safe.
In the heat of the moment, one of our teams, the Flaming Rockets, met with a bit of a misadventure. However, 5 of them are still on their way here.
There was this rope hanging besides the river, across the river, and then we had this option of either crawling in, like a monkey crawling thing, or either we can walk by.
He's going to be a monkey crawler.
Exhausting, and I'm gonna get a new girlfriend because I'm gonna lose a lot of weight.
Now have a good boat ride. Paddle your way to the floating boat, grab your ribbons and keep them close.
She paddled really fast, he kept up the pace. Together we could do some good speed. And she was the first one to sight something sparkling on the other side of the river. She's like, hey, I think that's the ribbon. I'm like, are you sure? It's like, no, just take it straight. So we took it straight, and there was a ribbon hanging on a little wire, right on the edge of the river, edge of the lake, where you park the boat. So we took it out. वापस आते वक्त there was this other team coming. उसको देख के और थोड़ा, होता है कि और तेज करो, because we have to make some good time. We're supposed to find this.
Prabal chose monkey crawl, and I knew that monkey crawl is the most stable one. I said, let me attempt the rope walk.
Ooh, it was scary. He also chose to do this. I mean, he's from the army, so I think he'll do it really well, better than me. Take it easy. Yeah, you can do it. Come on. Okay, just 20% now. Just 10% now.
This is stupendous. Despite that little slip, I loved it.
Some more to go. Oh my God. There's still left?